Most people don't know this, but T.REX Arms is more than just a YouTube channel. We're actually a store that sells an awful lot of equipment. Our motto is equipping the serious citizen. We can't link to it because of YouTube, but you can probably find it. Then you can see that we sell products like holsters that we've been making for a long time, and also curated products that we've got for resale that are like weapon lights, things that will make you more effective, equipment that will be useful for defending your life and the lives of others. But we also want educational content and training equipment. That's why one of the very first non-holster things we ever sold was the pack timer. Training equipment and educational materials are things that we've created so that you can be equipped in other ways than just the physical product, which is why we're very excited this week to announce the new T.REX Arms Range Day app.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the new app that we just dropped, the Range Day app, and all the different functions and features that it gives you. First off, it is actually an offline app, so once you download it from the App Store, you don't have to reconnect it once you get to the range. So if your range is out in the boondocks or you just don't have cell reception, all the videos, all the history, and all the actual drills themselves are going to already be on your phone, so you don't have to have internet connection with that. As well as we have kind of three different main functions of the drill. The first is we actually have evaluations or assessments, you can say, and those are kind of like your tests on the drill. Those are not really made to be just repped out continuously, but they're a great kind of baseline for you to shoot every couple months, every year, and kind of track your progress to see how you're actually improving. And then we also have drills on there, and those are the ones that you kind of rep out continuously. You don't have to take or track every single one, but shoot it a few times and then, okay, yeah, I'm feeling good. Every third, fourth, fifth one, actually track, record on the app to kind of give you a baseline of where you're going and how you're progressing. Or my personal favorite is you can actually use the custom drills tab and kind of score in aggregate. So like we take an example here of like the MXAD. You can shoot that drill 4 times. You go into the custom drill, you have 4 strings of fire, input each one of those 4 time slots, then score an aggregate of all the hits on the first target, all the hits on the second target, and kind of gives you a baseline and average hit factor across 4 different drills. So that's probably what I'm gonna use it a lot for. Additionally, you actually have a just straight, simple hit factor calculator. A lot of drills nowadays, correctly so, are scored in hit factor, which is points per second. All that does is it rewards accurate shooting and fast shooting. So on a normal USPSA target, you have kind of the center alpha zone, which is worth 5 points. You have the outside lines, which are worth 2 points, the Charlie. And then you have, on our target specifically, the black is actually a delta worth 1 point. And then mics are negative 10 points. And so as you shoot the centers of the target, you're collecting 5 points per shot. Then you divide that by your time, so accuracy divided by time, to get you a hit factor. And we think that's a really, really good way to actually track practical shooting of you can't just be accurate and be super slow, but you also can't be super, super fast and have terrible hits. So it's a good balance. So those are kind of the key features. I'm personally gonna use the hit factor probably a lot when it comes to just setting up a normal drill or setting up a stage, writing down the stage, quick description, saving it. And that's also a beautiful thing is you can actually track all your progress on these, on the different assessments, on the different drills, the custom drills that you made, or even the hit factors themselves. Go against your buddies and save the hit factors of, okay, this is what Brantley shot the stage, and this is what Brandon shot the stage, and this is what Lucas shot the stage in. Put the time, write it down, or whatever it may be, and then you can go back in a couple months, shoot the same stage, and see how y'all compare.
Now, most people do not know this, but T.REX Labs is more than a YouTube channel too. I know T.REX has a lot of YouTube channels, but Labs is actually a department. It's a relatively large department. It's both of us. Ryan Holmberg here is usually behind the camera making products, but in addition to making the videos that you have seen on Labs and the podcast and various other places, we've also printed a couple of books this year, and we made a Garmin watch face. We have various other things in the works, but we are now releasing our very first mobile app. Ryan, you designed this app kind of from scratch.
Yeah, well, kind of from scratch. I took a lot of inspiration from our training materials that we have on the website.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we have, and I had used them a handful of times in the past and found them to be super helpful. We have, on the T.REX Arms website, we have some videos as well as score sheets that you can print out. Each video is great. They very concisely lay out the drill and what skills you'll be developing. And then you print out the sheet, take it to the range, mark your hits, record your time, and very, very handy training material.
Yeah, it sounds like we've been, people have been using that for a long time. So why the app? Why are we, entering the late 20th century?
Yeah. So in the realm of, being prepared for what you're going to train, I know that getting to the range can be difficult. We have people on staff like Lucas and Brandon and our staff grandmaster Brantley. It is their job to be on the range, and
for other people though.
Yeah, for other people, and for people like me, who my job is not to shoot cool guns on the range. Unfortunately, I'm a dad, and my time is limited, and I am lucky if I make it to the range once a month, maybe twice a month. And getting to the range can be a little daunting. You got to have your guns, your gear, your batteries, your tools, your targets, your pack timer, of course. Sometimes knowing what you're going to do on the range can kind of be forgotten, and you wind up just mag dumping range trash. So
it's a grand and glorious tradition, though.
It is. It's fun for about a minute.
Then you're $10 poorer, and you didn't get any training value out of it.
Exactly.
That's where the app comes in.
It is where the app comes in. So basically, building off of what we already have, the videos and the score sheets, I wanted to design something that you could have on your phone that would work offline. If you're at a rural range with no internet service, you'll still be able to access those videos. They are a little compressed, so they can fit on your phone and have no streaming. So yeah, and then you'll have access to our drills and our assessments, as well as a hit factor calculator, which hit factor scoring is a very handy tool. Everyone should know it.
It's nice to not have to do it manually on the back of the paper charts with a pencil.
Division is hard. So yeah, it does it automatically for you. And then there is also a custom drill builder that you can use. And actually, wanted to shout out Ben Stoger in this book, Practical Shooting Training. This is an awesome book. Really focuses on developing pistol skills. There's tons of drills and exercises in this book. You can fill them out in the book if you want. I don't like writing in books. It's just something that I do not like. And what I do instead is I will enter these in the custom drill creator into my phone, take them to the range, run them as many times as I want, and I can track those scores over time to see how I'm improving.
Yeah. You will want to have your pack timer, because the times that you're running these drills in is really the important bit. But the fact that you can save times from specific drills, go back, have your notes, build the exact same drill on the range, run it again over and over and over months, see your times improving, your scores improving, hopefully, is a very useful thing. And it all works offline.
Does.
We're uncomfortably veering into infomercial territory here. So I suppose I should ask you, how many installments does it take for me to buy this app? What is the low price of this app?
But wait, it's free.
It's free. Yes. So most of our educational materials, I think all of our educational materials up to this point at T.REX, have been free. That is our investment into you. You guys are investing in us by buying the products. We're investing into you with our educational materials and the app.
Speaking of apps, this app was built in collaboration with Chris Schrade of Alchemy Apps and Tin Runje of Adventure Agency. They're a great team. They were able to take my designs and very quickly and efficiently build this app for us, and we are more than pleased with the results. So check them out if you're interested in venturing into the app space, it's always good to have a team that knows what they're doing, that can kind of hold your hand like they did with me.
Yeah. So it's a very cool thing that they have built on top of your design that we want to run with. But this is kind of where you come in. If you have an idea for an app that you want them to build, that's great. If you have an app that you want us to build, let us know. T.REX Labs wants to do more of this kind of stuff now that we have our iOS App Store account and our Google Play App Store account set up and things are approved, and like we've jumped through all of their crazy hoops. This is a space that we want to get into more. So, like all T.REX Labs projects, we are pretty dependent upon you to let us know what problems you want us to try to solve, what things you want us to try to work on, what things that you want us to figure out. T.REX Labs is kind of the skunk works T.REX arms. So yeah, keep us posted on the ideas and the things that you have. And the goal is to continue to build on this app, add more features as you guys run into issues, fix things, and expand upon it in the future. There's just all kinds of things that it could be doing. So get out there and train and give us any of the recommendations that you have for expanding this thing in the future.
Yeah, if you have any comments or ideas on how we can improve the app, please email team at TREX-arms.com. Do you want to say that part? I feel like you might be better at saying that part.
I want to leave this part in the video because we've already said it twice. Now it's more memorable. Team at TREX-arms.com. See, this is your first time on camera and this is your project. So I want to give you the last word in this video.
All right, yeah, so get out there and train, use the app, let us know what you think, and in the words of Mel Gibson's Patriot, may the Lord make you fast and accurate.
Most people don't know this, but T.REX Arms has a big Black Friday sale every year, and you get started on the sale early if you're signed up to our newsletter. So even though YouTube doesn't want us to talk about where our site is, Google has other tools where you can find it, and you can sign up for the newsletter inside of the Range Day app. So all the more reason to download it.